Hey, here we are. Another rundown with Ramon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know what we do. We have 30 minutes of your time to give you the top 10 things you need to know to have a better life and build a better business. My name is Ramon Ray, publisher of zoneofgenius.com. I've started 5 companies, sold 3 companies, authored 5 books, and I got so much more to go. And I'm here all about you to help you live your best life and grow your business. Thanks for being here today. If you weren't here, what a lonely show it would be. It'd be just me, and me. And that's not good, but you're here. You're here today. So thanks for being here today as we begin a brand new episode of The Rundown with Ramon. I hope your day is going fantastic today. If your day's not going so well, maybe I can have a small, teeny part of your day and make it just a bit better. If your day is going great, well, I'm happy to be a great part of your day. Yay to me and yay to you. Welcome again to The Rundown with Ramon. Let's get the show on the road. Ding, 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 ding. How to start a business from scratch in 5 doable steps. Our friends at Forbes go through this, and I thought to share them with you. So many people love the power of entrepreneurship, are considering wanting to start their business. It's not easy to do, but it is doable. So here's a few things that I want to run by you as you're on your journey to start your business. I'm not going to get into right now. Why do you want to start your business and things of this nature? I've covered that before. You can Google that, Bing that, Chat GPT, at Claude, at whatever platform you want to use. Of course, go on zoneofgenius.com and just type in the search box, how to start my business. But Forbes has 5 things here. I want to give credit to the writer, Caroline Kenny-Levine writes, decide if you will buddy up or go solo. That's an interesting thought. An interesting way to do that is that, do you want to build this business on your own, or do you want a partner? Both can work. In fact, going with a partner is great because oftentimes they can add another skill set, another thought, another angle that you don't have. Going solo can also work, and you can just build a team around you, hire a project manager, a COO to work with you. So there's many different ways you can do that. But one, do you want to go solo, or do you want to buddy up with somebody else? Number 2, look at your unique competitive advantages for ideas. As you're thinking about that, the Forbes article says, once you have answered the partner versus solo question, you still need a business idea. Your partner might have a strong opinion on this. If not, or if you don't have a partner, one smart way to tilt the odds of business success in your favor is to pick an area where you have a unique competitive advantage. Number 3, marshal your resources. In addition to an idea for your business, you'll need to invest resources into it. Listen, there's many businesses you can start for absolutely free at no cost, but sometimes you might need some startup capital to help you get to the next level. You may need an office or not. You may need inventory or not. You may even just need to buy a pack of pens or not, but you may need some capital to do that. Maybe use a credit card, maybe use cash at hand, maybe you're borrowing money from a spouse or your family. You never know. There's many different ways to do it. But what are the resources that you have? Product businesses where you need material and or equipment to create your goods to sell are going to have much higher upfront costs than service-based businesses. Number 4, check the legal requirements for your business needs to meet. What kind of legal requirements do you need to be in business? And I encourage you to check out our friends at SCORE, and I encourage you to check out what is the legal structure you want. Is it going to be an S Corp? Is it going to be an LLC? Is it going to be a C Corp? You want to have a formal business structure mainly to protect your business and to protect you. Maybe something goes wrong. Maybe something doesn't go exactly as you wanted to do. Maybe a mistake happens or something you didn't intend to do. At least your personal finances, your house, your home, your personal money won't be affected, and you can keep that separate, keep it for the business. So that's number 4. Check the legal requirements your business needs. Number 5, don't forget to sell. Make your first sale. Mark Cuban said this all the time. Nothing beats a business except, nothing is better for a business except for sales. The best feedback on your business new idea comes from your customer's wallet. If somebody is willing to spend money on something, then you have uncovered a genuine need or desire for whatever you are selling. If you're selling a service, start offering it as soon as you have the bandwidth to deliver it. Making your first sale will prove your concept has a market. Sales cures all. Sales cures so many things. It's a few tips from our friends at Forbes on how to start your first business. And again, if you haven't started a business yet and you're interested in starting a business, definitely check out zoneofgenius.com. Check out the platform you're on right now. You can just do a Google search for how do I start my business? Many ways to do that. Ding, 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 ding. Next up, curious success. There's a saying that says curiosity killed the cat. But our friends at stevekeating.me, Steve Keating, cultivate curiosity. If you really want to grow in your lifetime, learn to be as inquisitive as a child. Curious people are never bored, and for them, life becomes an unending study of joy. Curiosity is very important. So my question to you, my thought to you today is, if you're interested, as Steve Keating writes, in being more curious, here's a few things that you may want to consider, some strategies to cultivate to enhance your curiosity. Let's dive into this right now. And I'm curious, are you a curious person or not? DM me and let me know. You can DM me on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle, or find me across LinkedIn, Twitter, Threads, other platforms, and let me know what type of person you are. Very curious or not so curious? And by the way, you can follow Steve Keating on X at Lead Today, Let him know we're talking about him. One, stay open minded with a willingness to explore and learn, right, Steve? Avoid preconceived notions and judgments as they can limit your curiosity. Every person on the planet knows something that you don't know. This means that you can learn from anyone. Number two, ask questions. Develop a habit of asking questions about the world around you. Wonder why things are the way they are, how they work, or what might happen if they were different. By the way, once you ask the question, right, Steve, truly listen to the answer. Number three, seek new experiences. If you're always doing the same old thing day in and day out, not so cool. Seek new experiences. Step out of your comfort zone and expose yourself to new environments, people, and ideas. Traveling, trying new hobbies, or attending events outside of your usual routine can spark curiosity. Next up, embrace uncertainty. Instead of feeling uncomfortable with the unknown, view it as an opportunity for discovery. Curiosity thrives in situations where there are gaps in knowledge. This is good, Steve Keating. Next up, engage in active listening. Pay attention to what others say and genuinely try to understand their perspectives. Next up, read wildly. Are you a good reader? Do you read things? You look at my shelves behind me. These are all books that I've read. I could turn around, but the mic won't catch it. But you got, Good to Great and all kind of great books. Traction by Gino Wickman, right? See, my headset came out there. Shouldn't turn my head around. But let's move on here. A few things here from Steve Keating. Stay curious about yourself. Like every idea for 10 minutes. Woo! Less curious people tend to dismiss new ideas too quickly. Train yourself to like every new idea or concept you hear for 10 minutes before dismissing it or trying to tear it to pieces. Connect with others. Engage in discussions with people who have different backgrounds, interests, or expertises than your own. Their perspectives can inspire new lines of inquiry and fuel your curiosity. Experiment and play. Approach life with a sense of playfulness and experimentation. This is important. So, my point is, I want to stoke your interest to be more curious. Or if Dave Meltzer says, be more interested than interesting, or he may have said, be more interesting than interested. I always get that confused, but that's a powerful, powerful thought from Dave Meltzer. So, curiosity from Steve Keating. Moving forward here, ding, 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 ding. Interesting article here, LinkedIn article from Adam Bryant. Adam Bryant, by the way, is the senior managing director at the XCO Group and author of The Leap to Leader and the CEO Test by Harvard Business Review, and the World 50 advising member, Adam Bryant. He writes this: Wendell Weeks is the CEO of Corning, and he shared his key leadership insights in Adam's latest blog, Art of Leading interview on LinkedIn. So definitely give credit to Adam Bryant for doing this. But here's what Wendell Weeks says in his interview with Adam Bryant. The question is, you've been in the CEO role for 19 years, an unusually long time for a chief executive. So the question is, how have you kept reinventing yourself? We're 5 times larger as a company than when we were when I took over. 5 times larger. We've had to change a lot. I've had to change a lot, says Wendell Weeks, CEO of Corning. I didn't get it all perfect by any scratch, but one tool we use when adapting to change is called Triple A Loop. The acronym AAA stands for awareness, acceptance, and action. Interesting concepts. I hope you're paying attention to this. Again, if you're just joining, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the rundown, but I want you to digest this. It starts with the idea that you have to be aware of the world around you at all times because you're often wrong. So be aware of the world around you and see what you're missing. It's the heads up, not heads down, because operating with your head down is what kills companies and leaders. Heads down work is great for execution when you're headed in the right direction, but it's deadly if you're not aware of what's going on around you. Then the next step is acceptance. This is the hardest. Says here this article on LinkedIn, it requires humility. Until people accept that they've got something wrong, then they can't move to the next step, which is action. The speed with which you go from awareness to action determines how great a performer you are. This is interesting to understand. I'm going to repeat these 3 things, says Wendell Weeks, CEO of Corning, interviewed by Adam Bryant. The acronym stands for awareness of the world around us, acceptance of the reality of the world around us, acceptance. It requires humility. And then the last step here is action. Are you an action taker? Are you an action taker, or do you sit with your thumb in your mouth and not take the steps you need to take to get to the places you need to be? We need to be action takers, just people who listen and sit around all day long. It's not enough. We need to move forward with action. If you're just joining, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. All we ask is 30 minutes of your time to give you the top 10 things you need to know to live your best life or start or grow your business. And I'm so glad you're here today on the Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. What's up next is... there's a ban going as we at least share this episode. Rumors are here and there about TikTok, what it may or may not be. But there's a bigger issue than the TikTok ban that may or may not be. The bigger issue is that if your favorite social media platform of choice is not there, what will you do? There's Instagram, as many business owners are considering. This article by Roy Canavale, editorial fellow at Roy Canavale. As a business owner, I have to be prepared for anything, says a business owner who founded her New York City-based skincare beauty shop. She said she is confident her team will find success on other platforms too. And in a way, they already have. The company has more followers on Instagram than TikTok. I'm mostly just as sad as a person because I love TikTok. So the point is, don't get in a flurry about any one singular platform going away or coming. You shouldn't put all your quote unquote eggs in one basket. You should not operate your business that way. You should consider how can you operate your business no matter what the challenge may be, and not just worry because one platform's not there means all is lost. It is not. Ding, 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 ding. I may have skipped something there, but I wanted to touch on something else that was interesting here. Marcel Schwantes writes, I found these foods give my brain the power to stay focused and function at its best. Food is very important, from TikTok to food. A natural solution to give your brain the fuel it needs through the day. A few foods. Omega-3s. Fat is often considered unhealthy, but it's important to note that high-quality omega-3 fatty acids such as DHA are crucial for brain power and overall health. If you don't consume enough of these fatty acids, they may affect normal brain development. Next up here is magnesium. Magnesium has been called nature's natural vitamin because of its calming effect on the brain and nervous system. It helps the brain by providing anti-inflammatory benefits, helping to lift depression. Did you know that? I didn't even know that. But the food we eat definitely can have a big part of how healthy we are. B1, vitamin B1 or thiamine, is a vital B vitamin that supports the proper functioning of our body, brain, and heart. B6, vitamin B6, it's critical for improving mood and making you feel happier. It is also important for combating mental fatigue. Without enough of it, expect a decline in productivity, including symptoms like loss of focus and concentrated fatigue and memory trouble. Vitamin E. Vitamin E is a vital micronutrient that is crucial in maintaining good health, according to research published in Neurobiology of Aging. Listen, bottom line here, the foods we eat are important to our body's functioning. Don't ignore your body's functioning. Don't ignore eating the right things. If you're just joining me again, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. I'm so glad you're here today. Ding, 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 ding. My friend Brian Moran has an interesting article out. He has, you can find Brian Moran at Small Business Edge, and he writes 3 things you should know this week. Asking yourself, 1, are your employees engaged? My word for this week is engagement. One of the best and most eye-opening business books I read in the last decade was The Crisis of Disengagement by Andrew Sherman. In the book, Andrew writes about disengaged employees who show up to work but would rather be somewhere else. Employee engagement is absolutely important. Don't forget to have engaged employees. And this is not something you can artificially manufacture. I think you have to be engaging to earn the right to have engaged employees. So you want to check out where Brian wrote about that at smallbusinessedge.com. Brian also writes here, going on, how curious are you? We just talked about curiosity. I think it's interesting to be curious. And number 3, some podcast wisdom. The 2-but rule encourages open communication in which all team members feel comfortable voicing their concerns and suggestions. A culture of transparency and collaboration is key to making sure that the best ideas are brought to the forefront. Again, these insights and tips, 3 things you should know this week from Brian Moran of Small Business Edge. My name is Ramon Rain. Again, this is The Rundown with Ramon. So glad you're here today. Ding, 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 ding. If you're just joining us, 6 ways AI is revolutionizing startup ecosystems. This is important. You've heard of AI. I know you've heard of AI. The question is, are you using AI effectively? Right, Simone Grimes. AI is transforming the startup landscape by enabling disruptive innovation, improving operational efficiency, and reshaping how businesses interact with customers, says this article in Entrepreneur. which I think is interesting. By automating repetitive tasks, optimizing processes, and reducing manual intervention, AI helps startups lower operational costs. Why am I hammering home this point about AI, 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 AI? And some of you may be saying, Ramon, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Well, guess what? I won't. AI is important. And you should not be ignoring it. You should be considering how can you leverage the power of artificial intelligence, generative AI in your business, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's Claude, whether it's many other platforms you can consider using to take your business to the next level. AI-powered solutions such as chatbots, recommendation systems, and virtual assistants improve customer engagement and satisfaction. Investors are increasingly interested in startups that utilize AI technologies. AI is important. It's revolutionizing your competitors. Make sure you leverage it. Product innovation. AI empowers startups to develop innovative solutions that automate tasks, personalize user experiences, and extract insights for product innovation. Are you using it for cost reduction? How can you save money using the power of AI? What about having a better enhanced customer experience? Data-driven decision making. Don't decide just from your gut instinct. What does the data say? Competitive advantages. Can you get a competitive advantage by leveraging the power of AI for your business? This is a real thing. Access to funding. Can you use AI to help your startup get better or more funding? Again, this is from Simone Grimes, who's the Chief Financial Officer and a CPA as well. So I hope this is interesting for you. Again, let's move on. This is The Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. I thought this was interesting. In fact, I may put a little bit of music on here. There's two stories here. You have, who is it? Applebee's, which is where you can buy a $200, I guess, per year date night pass. That's a value of $1,500 for weekly meals at Applebee's. That means you can pay $200 and go to Applebee's every week and eat for 52 weeks. And it's a $1,500 value. I don't know what that math is. You can do 1,500 divided by 200, come with that number. That's pretty cool. And it's amazing how the point here is not what Applebee's are going through. I get it. It's price. It's cheaper. People are going. They're selling out. I get it. But the bigger thing is this. What can you be doing in your business to surprise and delight and have something crazy, have something out of the box, build up your brand in the mind of the customers who know you already or those who don't, to create buzz? That's my question for you. What can you be doing? Applebee's did it. What can you think of that's just a bit different to get people to pay more attention, to get people to go viral, get people to think about you more, get people in some way to be having you in the conversation like I'm doing right now on The Rundown with Ramon? What can you be doing? After hearing about the Applebee's passes, Brooks set an alarm and began clicking just as they went on sale. The couple was bowled over when Brooks clinched one. Oh my word. They took photos and etc. The gold pass arrived in the mail a few days later. They hit their local Applebee's soon after, ordering a bourbon steak, riblets plate, and brew pub pretzels and beer cheese dip. Along with drinks, the dinner cost $16.51, and they brought home leftovers. Woo! That's not bad. That's, in fact, incredible. So I want to challenge you, and I want you to think, what can you do to cause delight? What can you do to cause a moment of wow in your business? Ding, 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 ding. My friend, that was a cheap ding, 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 ding. Let me do it again. Ding, 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 ding. My friend Jason Pfeiffer, I'm in his coaching program as well. He has a newsletter called One Thing Better, and he writes how to feel better when bad things happen. In 2015, Jason Pfeiffer talks about that he was sued, and the lawsuit caused him to desperately need cash and go get a job at Entrepreneur. The rest is history, because many, many years later, he's now the executive editor of Entrepreneur Media, and it wouldn't have happened if he wasn't sued. Jason writes, there's two kinds of reactions we can have: a linear reaction versus a reaction. Linear versus reaction, I guess you can say. We often assume that our lives are linear, that growth is steady and incremental, and that careers and relationships form in neat straight lines. But this also means we believe that bad things create more bad things. So, had Jason not been sued, here's how the linear story would look, Jason says. I left my magazine job, became a freelance writer, a ghost writer, ghost wrote a celebrity memoir, then wrote more of them, then became a career ghostwriter. Great. That's linear. Once I was sued, a linear story could have looked like this. I was sued, it drained my family's finances. The stress led to divorce. I struggled to make ends meet. The end. But life is not linear. That's because at every step, a linear story, we can react to do something that might not have seemed obvious, but that now feels logical and clear. This is the governing force of our world and our lives. Global tragedies lead to peace accords. A messy breakup leads to self-discovery. We are here because we were there. Other principle Jason talks about is good versus bad. I was talking recently with friends. Person holds a high position at Google. Somebody else is building a startup. They said they think similarly, but they use different language for it. Whenever something bad happens, they tell themselves this. Who knows if this is good or bad? You get my point. In the moment, having your car in a wreck doesn't sound so great, but maybe in hindsight, it kept you from something else that wasn't so great. Listen, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon, and I'm so fantastic glad you're here today. Go out and make a difference in the world. The world needs you. Go out and tell somebody you appreciate them, tell somebody you like them, tell somebody you care about them. Let them know that you're there for them to make a difference in their life and make it a better place for them. This is the world we live in. We need more people making the world a better place. So grateful you're here today. Hit me up at RamonRay.com. Visit me at zoneofgenius.com. DM me on Instagram if you like, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle. Let me know you're watching The Rundown with Ramon. And more importantly, go right now and make a difference in somebody's life. Tell them that you care. Thanks for listening to The Rundown with Ramon. Have a beautiful day.